I'm Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here in the Moda Film Studio at International Quilt Market in Houston, Texas. I'm here today to share some organizing ideas and tips with you, and also kind of point you to some places on my blog where you can get even more information and a lot of organizing printables. So my philosophy with organizing is that you have to know how to store your fabric, you have to know how to store your scraps, you have to have a way to organize your notions, and that includes threads, rulers, scissors, all of those things. And if you can kind of keep those three categories of products organized, I feel like it's going to be really easy to move around in your space and find what you need when you need it. Okay, I'm going to start with fabrics, and I store those in a few different ways. If it is a current collection that I'm sewing with, I am keeping that all together. And I even keep the scraps from projects that I do with the current collection in a bin, so that if I come up with something small or quick that I want to make, that all those scraps are just right there. Once I'm done kind of sewing with a collection and I move on to another collection, I take the bigger pieces, fat quarters and bigger, and I actually store those in a cabinet. And then I probably sometimes put the smaller pieces into bags and still kind of keep them just by collection for a little bit longer, just in case. But in the end, everything ends up by color a couple collections down the road. Now the scraps, I have bins, and I have 2.5-inch strips, I have 5-inch strips and squares, I have 2.5-inch squares, and I also have something that I've started doing where I put all of my unused half-square triangles, mostly ones that haven't been trimmed. Maybe they are ones that I used as leaders and enders for projects, and I just keep all of those unfinished half-square triangles together in a box, and it has been terrific. For instance, working on Moda blockheads blocks, if it's a block that requires a lot of half-square triangles, I'll sometimes just go to my scrap bin of half-square triangles, trim them all to the size that I need, and there I have it ready to go. Okay, next I'm going to talk about notions, and the first one is rulers. I feel like I have a ton of rulers, and I do use them frequently, but after several years, I started realizing that I was buying repeat rulers that I already had, and so I came up with a spreadsheet, and I made a list of all the rulers that I have. Regular rulers, square rulers, specialty rulers, and I love this. I have this list that I keep just in a drawer, and it also says the name of the ruler and where I store it, because I actually have the less frequently used rulers in a bin in a closet. So it'll just say bin in the closet, and then I know, hey, I need that ruler, I'm gonna go pull it out. I do keep my most frequently used rulers on a ruler stand on my cutting table. I keep all my scissors together, I keep rotary cutters and blades together in a cupboard. I also have threads. I have some that I display on the wall that are really cute, but then I also have some in bins. I have a bin for zippers, a bin for wool scraps, a bin for mesh, and just kind of all the notions are categorized. And when things get too crazy, I'll just dump everything on the table and put them into categories and sort them. Okay, patterns. I actually keep my patterns of my own in numerical order, so that makes it easy. And believe it or not, I sometimes do go pull out my own pattern. I want to make a block from something or size something down, and I'll just go pull my pattern. But when I get patterns from other people, I organize them by type. I have bag patterns all grouped together, layer cake patterns, and I just have them. I have a lot of my daughter's patterns. Hers I actually just keep in a Chelsea box, but I do organize them so that they're pretty easy to find. The other thing I have is tons of free organizing printables. I have printables for Christmas projects, for spring, for keeping track of what you're working on, and a lot of these are on my website. And just recently, actually within the last year, I put links to everything on one page. We'll put that link in the description and pop it up here on the screen so that you can just go and you can kind of browse and find anything that you think will help you. You'll be able to download that. I hope some of these tips have been helpful to you. I feel like we all need to work on organization just a little bit so that we have more time to sew all the things. And I'm always sharing more ideas. You can follow along on my website at aquiltinglife.com, and also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/aquiltinglife. Happy organizing and happy quilting.